Hey, welcome to another episode of Real Beauty, Real Food, and Real Life. I'm your host, SJ, and guess what we're going to be doing today? Buffalo steaks fried fish. Now, the reason I selected buffalo steaks is because that is a really bony fish, got lots of bones in it. But if you get the buffalo steak portion of the fish, you won't have that many bones at all. You have a good centerpiece and a few little bitty pieces easily taken out. That is the reason people don't eat a lot of buffalo fish. But if you get buffalo steaks, there is a big difference. Alright, so we're going to start today. I've got my buffalo fish here. Steaks, that's your steaks. And I got them from my cousin who is in Arkansas. Fresh fish all the time. Yeah. And buffalo steaks are hard to come by. Usually you can find the fillets and things like that, but the steaks are really hard. If you can find a place that has them, use it. And yeah, I'm squinching down because it's like the camera act like it can't get my whole face, but hey, I'm just doing a real quick video just to let you know how to do this. Alright, so I've washed off my buffalo steaks. And I've grabbed me some Andes seasoning. Yeah, it's a great seasoning. And this just happens to be the Cajun flavor. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can put it in a container and sprinkle it that way. I like to put it in a bag so that I know it's shaken up really well. And of course I got to get the bag open. And you know things don't never go right when you being timed or watched or anything like that. But I got it. I shouldn't use much because I'm not doing a whole lot. And then you're going to put your fish inside of here. Shake it up real well. Get your oil heating. And then you're going to fry. Okay, so I have put my seasoning in the bag. And mixing my chicken in it. Oh, I said chicken. We know we meant fish. We got that fish mixed up in there. Really, really good. And then you want to get you some oil. I got my pan set on medium. And I use a skillet. That's going to cut. That should do all of my pieces. And you don't have to completely deep fry the fish. But you do need to put enough to coat the bottom of it. And that is the key. See, coat the bottom. Now, the next thing is that we just need to let the grease heat up. Once the grease heats up, then we will put the fish in. How do you know it's heated up? If you take a teeny drop, just a teeny drop, because it'll go crazy, of water, and it'll go, or it'll just sit there. And then when it gets hot, then you'll hear it make, so. Alright, so I didn't have to season my fish because this Andes seasoning does it all. I only use half a bag. So what I'll do is I'll fold it up, put a rubber band on it, and then I'll put it in one of my containers that keeps the air out. So as soon as this gets heated up, we'll be started. Okay, so we got our fish grease ready, our grease. And if you can, to make sure that it is hot and ready to go, just drop a little thing of water and listen to it sizzle. And that means it's ready. Alright, one last shake. And if you really want your seasoning to sit in, always just let it sit in the refrigerator for maybe 30 minutes or so, and it should really sit in good. This is a really good seasoning. I've really been impressed with this. Alright, so then, once your grease is ready, yeah, you're going to lay it in there all nice and pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And these buffalo steaks, boy, they be costing too, because they don't have those bones in them. You'll see. That's it. Now, you can refrigerate and seal the rest of this if you think you're going to be cooking fish anytime soon. Or you can do like some of us do it, throw it out, because you know it's going to be a minute before you start cooking. So you're going to brown it on both sides, usually a couple of minutes. flip, couple of minutes, flip, couple of minutes, flip, couple of minutes. Fish does not take that long to cook like chicken does, and especially this one because it's more like a fillet even though it's a steak. So we'll be back in just a second as soon as that gets going. Okay, so my pieces are pretty much done. They are brown the way I like them. You take a plate. I use a paper plate because I like to throw away stuff real quick. Line it with the paper towel to drain the extra grease off. And as you can see, this is what your fish is going to look like. And if you cut into it, you see what I mean by, you see that? No bones there? It's because of it being the steak of the buffalo. Lovely, lovely. I'm going to finish taking these out. Serve it with hot sauce if you like it. Tartar sauce. Eat it without it. It's up to you. The seasoning on it is phenomenal. If you're a salt lover, you might have to add a little more salt. I'm not a salt lover, so I'm good. I just enough to taste it. So, if you were watching, thanks again. Again, this is buffalo steak fish. It is hard to find, but I do, you know, you can't find it. I use some Andes seasoning, which I thought I had out, but I'll start putting stuff away as I go to season it with. And then I fried it in just a little bit of oil, a couple of minutes each side. And this is what we have. Buffalo fish. Thank you for watching. And come back again for another episode of Real Beauty, Real Food, and Real Life. I'm your host, SJ. Please take time out and subscribe. Take time out and like it. The reason we want you to like it is because we want other people to look at this recipe and say, hey, I can make it. And then you want to go and comment below and tell me you did make it. Or if you need help trying to locate where you can get the fish from. Any of those things. And take a picture of it. Let me see what yours look like. Because you might have used a different seasoning than I did. You can always use cornmeal. You can also use, I think Jiffy has one. And Louisiana has one. So you can definitely find a fish fry anywhere. Alright, so again, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, show me yours. And if you have something else you want to see on here, a different kind of fish, let me know. Because if I make it, I will do it. Including the baked fish, too. I don't know if anybody ever remember that orange roughy. But I don't see that in the store so much. So definitely comment below. Do you see orange roughy anymore? Thanks again for watching. I'm SJ. Check it out. Buffalo steaks. And I served it with fries.